Hello students, today we'll see the second unit in history, that is human evolution. So in this lesson we are going to learn about the different stages of human evolution from nomadic hunting gathering to a settled life. So we are going to see about the life of people 18,000 years ago. So humans living in caves. Before 18,000 years, humans lived in caves. They were using tools made of stones and bones for hunting. So they are using the tools which are made up of stones and bones for their hunting purposes. Anthropologists have unearthed the footprints of humans in a country called Tanzania, which is in eastern Africa. They were found in rock beds submerged under the sand. So the footprints of humans is unearthed, is taken from the earth in a country which is called Tanzania, which is located in eastern Africa. Archaeology is the study of prehistoric humans. Remain materials used by prehistoric humans. Excavated material remains are the main sources of archaeological studies. Anthropology is the study of humans and evolutionary history. So archaeology is the study of prehistoric men and anthropology is the study of humans and evolutionary history. Radiocarbon dating was used to ascertain the period. It was found out that the footprints of humans they had discovered were about 3.5 million years old. When there is sudden change in nature, the living beings adapt themselves to the changes and survive. Humans have thus evolved over millions of years, adapting themselves to the changing times. So, radiocarbon dating is a method that is used to find out the age of the excavated materials. ஸோ நம்ம அன்எர்த் பண்ணி எடுக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, பூமியிலேருந்து எடுக்கிற மெட்டீரியல்ஸ் எல்லாம் எந்த காலத்தில் உள்ளது அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கான ப்ராசஸ் தான் ரேடியோ கார்பன் டேட்டிங். It was found that, so through this method, we came to know that the footprints we found on Tanzania were about 3.5 million years old. So if there is any sudden change in the nature, the living beings want to adapt themselves to the changes because they want to live, they want to survive their life. So they want to adapt the changes in the nature. So humans have thus evolved over millions of years, adapting themselves to the changing times. So they have developed over millions of years by adapting themselves to the changing times. Human evolution means the process through which the humankind changes and develops towards an advanced stage of life. So human evolution means development of humans. So it is a process through which the humans changes and developed. So they are changed and also they are developing towards an advanced stage of life. It is known as human evolution. See how the modern human was evolved. Humans in erect position and walking on two legs happened much later. Changes in thumb so that they can hold things tightly. Development of brain. So now we are going to see about how the modern human is evolved. So humans in erect position, erect means straight position, and also they are walking on two legs. So they are in a straight position and they'll walk on two legs. This thing happened much later. And also changes in thumb, changes in their thumb. This is our thumb, right? Changes in thumb so that they can hold the things tightly. So see here we can hold the thing tightly using our thumb, right? Third one is development of brain. Homo sapiens who migrated out of Eastern Africa settled in different parts of the world. Their lifestyle also evolved and they made it suitable to the environs in which they lived. So humans in different places adopted different forms of lifestyle based on the weather, climate and nature of the living place. Their physique and complexion also differed. This resulted in the formation of different races. Human procreation resulted in an increase in the population. Homo sapiens migrated from Eastern Africa and they settled in different parts of the world. Migrated means transformed. So Homo sapiens transformed from one place to another and also they settled in different parts of the world. Their lifestyle also developed and they made it suitable to the environment in which they lived. So அவங்க எங்க வாழ்றாங்களோ அதுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி அவங்க லைஃப் ஸ்டைலை மாத்திக்கிட்டாங்க. So humans in different places adopted different forms of lifestyle based on the weather. So based on the weather in their environment, their climate and the nature of the living place, their physique, their body type and also their complexion. Complexion means their skin color is also differed. So the lifestyle of us and also the people who are living in Kodaikanal is different from us, right? Because in their places they want to experience too much of cold, so they want to wear the clothes which is suitable for their environment. So our lifestyle is different from theirs. So humans are adapted to a different forms of lifestyle based on the weather, climate, nature. Their physique and complexion is also differed according to the places. This resulted in the formation of different races and also human population is also increased. So now we are going to learn about a new topic, that is hunting and food gathering. Our ancestors led a nomadic life. They lived in groups in a cave or a mountain range. Each group consisted of 30 to 40 people. They keep on moving in search of food. They hunted pig, deer, bison, rhino, elephant and bear for food. They also ate the animals killed by the other wild animals like tiger. They learned the art of fishing. Ancestors. So ancestors means the people who lived before us. So நமக்கு முன்னாடி வாழ்ந்த நம்மளோட முன்னோர்கள். So they led a nomadic life. Nomadic means நாடோடிகள். They lived in a groups in a cave or a mountain range. So in their period they don't have houses like us. So they live in a cave. Each group consisted of 30 to 40 people. They lived in a cave. They want to move from place to place in search of food. They hunted pig, deer, bison, rhino, elephant for their food. They also ate the animals killed by other wild animals like tiger. They learnt the art of fishing. They collected honey from beehives, plucked fruits from the trees and dug out tubers from the grounds. They also collected grains from the forest. Once the food source got exhausted in one area, they moved to another place in search of food. They wore hides of animals and barks of trees and leaves for protecting their bodies during winter. So humans began hunting to satisfy their need for food. So they ate the food by hunting the animals and also they ate the animals which is killed by other wild animals like tiger. They learned to know about the art of fishing. They collected honey from the beehives and they plucked fruits. They plucked fruits from the trees. They dug out tubers from the ground. Tubers means கிழங்கு சொல்வோம் இல்லையா. ஸோ நிலத்திலிருந்து கிழங்கெல்லாம் எடுத்து அதெல்லாம் அவங்க சாப்பிடுவாங்க. That is also one of their food. They also collected grains from the forest. So once the food resource got exhausted in one area, so once the food resource is got over in a particular place, they'll move to another place in search of their food. And also they wear the hides of animals and the bark of trees. Hides of animals means the skin of animals, and also the barks of trees and leaves. They also wear the skin of the hunted animals, and also they will wear the leaves of the trees for protecting their bodies during winter. So humans began hunting to satisfy their need for food and also for their clothes. So these are the hunting methods of prehistoric people. They go as a group and they hunt the prey. So அவங்க ஒரு குரூப்பாக போய் அனிமல்ஸை வந்து ஹண்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ப்ரே அப்படின்னா இறை, அவங்களோட சாப்பாடு இறை. ஓகே. Dig a pit and trap the animals and hunt. So they'll dig a pit in the sand, and when the animals came, they'll trap the animals in the pit and they hunt the animals. Stone tools and weapons. Hunting was the main occupation of humans in the past. It was difficult for humans to kill a big animal with a stick or a stone, so they decided to use sharpened weapons. So hunting was the main occupation of humans in the past, but it is difficult for humans to kill a big animal with a stick or a stone. They cannot kill a big animal using a stick or a stone. So they decided to use sharpened weapons. They decided to use a sharpened weapons like this. So with this they can kill a big animal, right? So they decided to use a sharpened weapons. The best stone for the making weapons was Chikimuki-kal, flint. It is known for its strength and durability. Humans spent many hours in search of a flint stone. They made sharp weapons and tools with the help of the stones and fitted them with the wood to grip them. So humans want to make a sharpened weapons. So for this, the best stone for making these type of weapons is Chikimuki-kal. So this type of stones is used for its strength and durability. So humans spent many hours to search this flint stone. They made a sharp weapons and tools with the help of the flint stones, and they'll fitted them with the wooden handle. See the picture. Art of flaking. Keeping a stone in the bottom and sharpening it with another stone. So see here, he is keeping one stone at the bottom and one more stone is in his another hand. He is sharpening the stone with this stone. See the picture. To make a stone tool, 2 stones were taken. One was used as a hammer to sharpen the other for removing flakes. So if they want to make a stone tool, they want to take 2 stones. So one was used as a hammer. Hammer means suthiyal. So one stone was used as a hammer to sharpen the other for removing flakes. So they want to make it sharper, right? So with the help of this stone, they are making this stone sharper and they are removing flakes. Humans created tools like axes with big stones. The axes were made to cut trees, remove barks, dig pits, hunt animals, and remove the skin of animals. So they created the tools like axes. Axes means kodari. Okay, so these axes were made to cut the trees and to remove the barks in the trees, to dig pits. Okay, and to hunt animals, to remove the skin of the animals.